Women's division, Halifax Explosion. You're going to be at tables 1 and 2 if you want to practice. Women's division, tables 1 and 2. Halifax Explosion versus Striking Vikings. Both use team races to 9. is 7 and 8. Breaking badly and high hopes. High hopes and breaking badly. That sounds like a tearjerker match. High hopes versus breaking badly. folks, the last match of the night is Sniffer Sharks, and Young Guns and Dan are on tables 10 and 11. Sniffer Sharks and Young Guns and Dan, tables 10 and 11, please.
Silly? Who's break? Really yours?
Shame yourself. Oh wait, no, you lost. Guess who? Oh, well, that's good. Also,
Side pot.
What? I thought it was my break. No?
Ryan, is it?
Okay, so it's Andrew Sprague checking in on the feed. Don't worry, I have permission to sit down and provide a little commentary. Yeah.
New job?
Yeah. Q Sports Live.
Little secret from my past.
Okay, here we go. 4-3 Q Sports Live over Cape Fear. The boys from Cape Breton. Andrew Sprague checking in. For those of you who don't know me, I am the tournament chair here at the CCS Maritime 8-Ball Championships. We've been having a great time the last 3 days. Everybody seems to be having fun tonight. We've got a great match here. Cape Fear is a good team from Cape Breton, obviously. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm getting interrupted from time to time. So the Q Sports Live guys beat my boys Sharknado in their first match. I think the score was 13-8. So they put in a good effort against the defending champions. But here they are now against Cape Fear. And these guys are a really, really good team from Cape Breton. Bill McPherson is pretty near a Masters player. And they've got a really, really great squad other than Bill. Ryan Kendall, Richard Young, who's one of the top players in Nova Scotia, Mike Basque, and Rob G. Young. And, of course, you know the Q Sports Live guys, TJ Gulliver, who won the Open division here just this afternoon. Your boys, Ben and Ryan. And the one and only Wayne Dwyer, whose birthday was yesterday. And he was playing quite the host last night. I think Wayne likes to play host on his birthday more than get spoiled by everybody else. So 4-3 here in Charlottetown. We have a 4-team A division, races to 13. We have Ryan prepping for a shot on the left-hand table here. The entire Q Sports Live team is at the two tables. Ryan on the left and Ben on the right. Just a hair off there for Ryan. Doesn't leave Mike too much to shoot at, though, on the 8-ball. Nice touch shot on the 1-ball there by Ben. Might have gotten the 4 by the looks of his quick look there. I don't think it's going to go. Nope. I will update the score as soon as Ryan comes up here and does it for me, because it's probably best that I don't push any buttons, because there's a lot of buttons. Oh, little slip foul there from Mike. Opens a nice opportunity for Ryan. Nice shot there from Ben, right on the 5. He looks pretty good from here. Ryan's got wide open spaces. Just a little draw shot here from Ben. He's got to hit over the ball, but I imagine he'll be good there. Bad miss there. Not happy about that one. And a good chance here for Michael Bass to add a game. I'll update the score as soon as these guys are done. And Mike just misses. Ryan's got another chance. Rob's got a chance to take one away from Ben here. Oh, and Ryan's off a bit there on the 1-ball. Bit of an easier shot this time for Mike. Rob looks like he's going to get out here on Ben. Nice shot there by Mike. Okay, now I have permission to touch one button, which is to change the scores. So we'll have updated scores here now for our match. Cape Fear against Q Sports Live. Live from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, Dooley's on Kent Street. Jeremy Bask at the table on the left. One of the many, many players here from Cape Breton this year. They told me the wrong score. It is 6-6. Tie game. Bill McPherson. Table on the left playing Jeremy Bask, who is a last-minute pickup for the Q Sports Live team. TJ Gulliver, our open champion, and Ryan Kendall, the captain of pool in Cape Breton. Nice shot there by Bill to make the combo. Still has the 6 tied up by the 14. Might be able to get there off the 3. On the left, TJ, or on the right, sorry, TJ. Has a pretty nice table here. He might have liked to be a little deeper on the 3 there, I think. And he did very, very close on the 6. And he played a nice shot. Tough miss there from TJ. He's not happy about that shot. Brings Ryan to the table on the right here. Bill's still working away on the left. Tough. Bill was trying to make the 5 and break the 8 ball away from the 12 there. Missed on both counts. And that brings Jeremy Bask to the table on the left. Ryan Kendall's got some room to work with here on the right. Really nice shot there from Jeremy over the 8-ball. Jeremy, of course, finished second to TJ Gulliver in the Open Division. Both of them had a great tournament. TJ walked in this morning and said, if I could beat my dad, I'm going to win this thing. And he beat his dad. And he won the Open Division. Beat Jeremy Basque. I think it was 7-4 in the final. Not quite sure. He's got a chance to add another game here for Cape Fear, too. As does Bill. He's got to make some shape on the 8-ball off the 5 here. Oh, and he made a nice shot there to stay on top of the 8-ball. Ryan had to back off there for a second, having another thought. And a nice shot there from Bill. (7-6) now in this race to 13. Looks like Richard Young, Buddy Young from Halifax, or from Cape Breton, pardon me, is next to the table against the one and only Terry Gulliver from Newfoundland. Terry and TJ played each other twice in the Open Division. And Terry got the better of him, 5-0 in the first match. TJ got the all-important second match to put the old man out. He took down the division. And a nice shot there from Ryan Kendall. That makes it 8-6 Cape Fear. Wayne Dwyer checks in for Q Sports Live against Robjeet Young. On our table on the right. And Richard Young set to break. Table on the left. And a pretty good break there from Richard. He's got lots to work with. Now be sure to share the stream, everybody. Share and give it a little like for these guys that traveled all the way out from Calgary to come be with us here in Charlottetown this weekend. They're a great bunch of guys. You know, I don't want to brag about Q Sports Live. I am a guest host here for just a few minutes, but they really do a tremendous job. They're an incredible asset to what we have here in pool Canada. And they're helping to popularize the game. They're helping get more people to play. And coming to tournaments like this, for us out here on the East Coast, it means the world to us to have these guys here. Not only because of the quality of the work that they do, but because they're really excellent guys. And we really appreciate it. So let's all appreciate it together and like and share those posts. Pretty good crowd here in Charlottetown tonight. Our front 6 tables here probably have at least a solid 50, 60 people watching. The match is going on here. Our front 2 tables have 2 tables behind them and then another 2 tables behind them that go to the front windows of the building. And there is a fairly big hallway on the left-hand side. If I knew how to use the fancy camera there that twirls all around and zooms in, I'd show you. But great crowd in here in Charlottetown tonight to see some great pool. Miss from Wayne there, and Rob Ji Young goes to the table. Richard's got a pretty nice table here on the left. Buddy Young. Pretty good chance here for Cape Fear to take a couple of more games lead. Looking pretty straightforward for Richard here on the table on the left. You know, the one thing I've learned since I've been sitting in the booth here is that it's a whole lot easier to do play-by-play and commentary when you got somebody sitting next to you. Hope I'm not boring you guys too much. This is really great fun for me. Foul there on the table on the right from Rodriguez. Brings Wayne Dwyer back. Wayne's birthday yesterday. Had a great time hosting. We feel pretty honored that Wayne chooses to come and spend his birthday here with us every year while we host this tournament. At least 2 years in a row anyway. He's a great guy. Nice finish there from Buddy. That puts Cape Fear up 9-6 and brings your guy Ben back to the table. It looks like it's his break. Ranji gets another opportunity after giving Wayne ball in hand. Oh, a tough miss there. Wayne's getting up on top of this ball pretty quick. He's looking pretty confident now. Oh, and a double whammy miss from Wayne there. That was a tough one. Ben getting ready to break on the table on the left. And a great opportunity for Rob. Maybe shake off that last miss. Played Rob last year in the open division in this tournament. And he made 2 incredible backspin jump shots in the same game in a row because he overdrew the jump shot he played on the first shot and hooked himself again, and then had to play another jump draw and put it right on a postage stamp exactly where he wanted to be to make the next ball and put me out. Actually, it was the 4th game, not the 5th game. Rob was a quality player. Really nice guy, too. Ben breaks dry against Bill McPherson, one of the most decorated players in Nova Scotia history, and certainly the most decorated in Cape Breton. He's got a chance to take Ben here and give Cape Fear a bigger lead. Rob with another uncharacteristic miss there, and it brings Wayne back to the table. Bill's taking his time with this one. Sorry, guys, I got called away for a... Stu Laurie is going to join us here at the booth now. I don't know if you guys know Stu. You probably do. Who doesn't know Stu Laurie is the better question. Stu decided to take a little sojourn with the Guppy NATO team, Sharknado Part 2.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, listen,
Andrew.
you know what?
Great.
We were absolutely overjoyed that you were available as a ringer
We
for
were.
the C Division team.
We were close too.
Yeah, I know. We lost a Hill heartbreaker against Christian
Maritime.
Coffey, Danielle White, Brian White's daughter from Maritime Billiards. There,
Yep.
of course, people know Brian.
Mark Fraser.
Mark Fraser, good player. He ran out a real nice rack against our guy Brian Willis. Played a nice game.
Sure did. And Riley McDonald, who played with me last year on our championship.
That's right. You guys
team.
won the standard division that year with Tony from Newfoundland.
Tony Conway.
Tony Conway, that's right.
Brad
Who else
Smith.
was on that team? Brad Smith. Yeah,
Bob
Brad's here
Nicholas,
again this year.
Riley and myself.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, it was a good tournament last year. Did you have fun last year?
It was a great time.
Well, I guess you're here
That's
this
why we're
year.
back
So
again, eh?
yeah, fantastic.
So we got both Gullivers are up playing at the same time. One's
That's
against
right. And they
Mike
got a-
Basque.
Both Gullivers got a win here. Cape Fear's on the hill against Q Sports Live. They're looking for redemption after a heartbreaking loss to the Sharknado A team last year, which featured Kevin McGee, who a lot of people would know on this feed, Lorna Allaire, who's one of the top players here on PEI.
TJ.
Had a game there for Q Sports Live.
Beats Buddy Young.
Buddy Young, one of the
Buddy
top
Young
players in
goes
Nova
down.
Scotia. Well, where would you put him in Nova Scotia rankings, Buddy? I was thinking top 5, but that might be a
absolutely.
bit generous, do you think? Or
No, I think Buddy's top 5, definitely. Especially you look at the Atlantic 9-ball tour, Buddy did quite well. He finished second once.
Right.
And, I think he lost to Dempsey
yeah,
in the
Dempsey.
final. So if you're finishing second in that Atlantic 9-ball tour, you're one of the top players in the province.
Yeah, that's right. And for those who don't know, the Atlantic 9-ball tour was a project of a guy named
TJ Martin.
TJ Martin in Halifax. And he ended up, it was a really great maritime tour, but he had a big event 2 years in a row, the East Coast Canadian 9-ball, which was sort of associated with the Atlantic 9-ball tour. And it was quite a success. We had the number 1 player in the world, Shane Van Boning, down for that one.
Along with
the second one,
Mika Immonen.
Mika Immonen, Alex Pagalayan, John Mora, Ehrman Mahid, Eric Horlifson
came in.
We're all down for the first one. And it was it was a little bit of a fire underneath Maritime Pool.
It did.
When TJ brought those tournaments in and those players in, because I mean honestly, I'm 44. Stu, you're what, about 53?
Oh, at least
50. And but at the same time, how many times have you seen players of that quality in this region?
that's the first time we've ever seen it.
That's for sure.
He certainly did that.
Yep.
So here we are.
and
Terry
here we are.
Gulliver. I'm not sure what he's going to try and do here. I'm not sure he
Looks as
knows
if-
what he
yeah,
wants to do
I was
here.
going to say, it looks as if maybe he's trying to decide himself. And a tight break here on the right-hand table.
Oh, I don't know who
And
racked
Bill's,
those.
Bill's got some decisions to make. They used a magic rack, so hard to blame the rack on that one.
Yeah, it looks like he just didn't hit it well.
Nope.
But another great event here, Andrew. Absolutely outstanding.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. We put my cohorts, Brian Willis and Mike Horn, and I put a lot of work into trying to host you guys.
Oh, it's wonderful. I mean, you can just tell by the amount of people that have come back again this year that people enjoy it. They come here, they have fun, they play pool. And even though everyone wants to win, everyone has a good time.
Well, that's
And,
what we wanted to
and
bring,
that's
because
awesome.
it's something, and not to be dismissive or hard on any other pool tournaments that I've been to before, but our intention was to put a little more focus on the players and make everybody feel welcome and make that the priority over competition. Now we have some great competition and we have excellent added money, and we've done a lot of work to build relationships in the community to get to where we are. But
I
it's
think
about the players, and I think that's something that's missing from a lot of tournaments. Like we do a big dinner, we do gift bags for everybody. I shake everybody's hand in the room at least 3 times and call them by their names, which they love.
Absolutely.
Because there's no better sound you can hear in the whole wide world than the sound of somebody else saying your name to you.
Yeah.
And it seems to be working out.
I think the players love it. They really do, and they really appreciate it because the competition's always going to be there.
Absolutely.
But when you make people feel welcome, they want to come. And here they are. We can look around and see them. That's great. Thank you, Andrew.
How come you're not doing more broadcasting, Stu? Because you're very genuine. You sound very genuine on the microphone.
That's just who I am.
Stu Laurie, ladies and gentlemen. Maritime pool legend. All around great guy. Taxi service for Terry Gulliver.
Oh, pretty much from the airport to here, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And it was blowing a gale. I could imagine what it was like to land in Halifax when Terry Gulliver came in from St. John's, probably going into a 90-kilometer-an-hour headwind, shaking the plane all over the place.
Oh, and Wayne has missed the combination. And I think Billy's kind of looking. He's got a little bit of work to do here.
He's got a bit of clump of low balls there. Who's playing on the CSL team? Okay, let's go to Tom Joyce first. The brackets are posted. The best place to find the brackets is on the Billiards PEI website, on the Facebook page. So if you search Billiards PEI in Facebook, Tom, you'll find the brackets for the A, B, C, and women's division teams. On the CSL team this year, Philip, we have Ryan and Ben, of course, the Gullivers, TJ and Terry, and Wayne Dwyer, and a player from Cape Breton, Jeremy Basque, who finished second in the Open.
Yes, he did.
TJ beat him in the Open final.
TJ
And Jeremy's
Jr.
quality player, actually. Both the Basque brothers, Michael and Jeremy, are both excellent pool players, and a big part of the pool community here in the Maritimes. Cape Breton holds us all together,
Oh, Cape Fear has, they've been around and they've moved up and up, and they just keep getting better.
Except last year when Sharknado beat them 13-12 in the final. I mean, I don't want to bring that up again, and I may be...
And it was crushing for them, I'm sure.
Yeah, oh, well, they're back here looking for blood.
They are.
Yep, and Q Sports Live beat the new version of the Sharknado A team. We had Paul Zhao last year, who was a New Islander from China, joined our league a year and a half ago. So and you saw him play with the Sharknado A team last year. He was fantastic. And a real entertainer at the table. He liked getting the crowd. He liked bringing the crowd into his shots. Lauren Allaire, of course, who's probably the top, consistently the winningest player of PEI tournaments. Kevin McGee, Captain Clutch. Never bet against Kevin McGee.
Oh, never do.
No, never do that. And Adam Prophet, I don't know how well you know Adam, but he's probably the player on PEI who spends the most time in the pool hall. Plays with the snooker cue. Taller fella, young.
Yep.
You know the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yep. And Andy Kaverko, and this was great because we had 4. I was going to play on the Sharknado A team, and one of the guys on the B team got sick, like really can't get out of bed sick. One morning when he was supposed to come in and play teams, so at the last minute, I moved down to the B team. And we ended up picking up Andy Kaverko from Kamloops, who's now here for his second year here in Charlottetown. He and his wife Jen made the trip out again.
Back again.
To defend his title because he was a member of Sharknado last year.
and because he felt welcome.
Oh, Stu.
I got to tell you, people
This is why I
people
listen.
don't
This
come
is
all
why,
this way
I know.
unless they
themselves.
enjoy themselves.
Now, to be fair, Jen, Andy's partner, really likes oysters a lot.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
So it's this is the place to get oysters. Really, PEI is the oyster capital.
That's the oyster capital
of the world. So if you need to get a fix of oysters annually,
I had
this is
a
the place
dozen
to
last night. Only 10 of them worked.
Oh, where were you? Stu. Did you get some oysters last night for real, or are you just
No.
telling a joke there because
Yeah,
it was a
just
good
telling a
joke?
joke.
Okay, that's good. All right. If you need a feed of oysters, you should go visit our sponsor, the Gahan House.
Gone.
Yeah, they have a oyster bar right there.
Oh,
as soon
we'll
as you
go.
walk in the door.
A little Tabasco.
You know
little
what?
lemon?
I don't like to do Tabasco or lemon. I like them just
Raw?
as they are. No, just as they are.
I can do them that way too.
And they're my favorite thing that come out of the ocean. Wayne takes down Bill McPherson. Table on the right, and
Next up is
that
Ben.
makes it. Oh, wait now. Is there a minus button here now? Oops. We're going to pretend Cape Fear didn't get there. And we're going to pretend the score is 12-8 until I can get Ryan to show me where the minus score button is. So I'm going to turn my mic off and yell at Ryan Epp. Why don't you entertain the crowd while I'm gone?
All right. Terry Gulliver. He's got a 10 ball he can put straight up in the corner. He'll have natural shape for his 8 as he comes back off the other rail.
Score button?
Give one extra digit?
Yeah.
Just highlight it.
Oh. Okay. Oh. That's really a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
And over on the second table, we've got Ben Francis playing Ryan Kendall.
Yeah,
Ben-
Tom. It should be Billiards PEI on Facebook or PEI Billiards on Facebook. Here, I'll go to my phone and I'll type it in, and then we'll see for sure. I'm going to the phone.
Ben made
there for
a
Terry.
ball.
Our Hill match now is on the left-hand table, and Michael Baskin looks like he's got all kinds of possibilities here.
Oh,
I'd
Gulliver
be
missed the 10 ball.
very, very surprised if Michael didn't get out on this table. I'm checking the phone, Stu.
Coming down for-
Billiards space PEI on Facebook, Tom. Should get you the streams from now on. Or the brackets, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think Mike is going to finish this quite handily.
He's looking pretty confident, too. He's getting right down and over balls. And he made a real nice shot there on the 2 to get shape on the 8. And it looks like Cape Fear is going to move on to the A-side final. Or actually, this puts them to the A-side, the end of the A-side. Because they've won 2 in a 14 division. And there
That's
it is. The Q Sports Live guys go down.
A-side winner, Cape Fear from Cape Breton.
8 to Cape Fear, who is looking strong. And that would put Q Sports Live back to play.
Jeremy Bask,
Sharknado.
Buddy Young, Ryan Kendall, Michael Bask, and Billy McPherson.
It's a good team. It's a strong team. Cape Fear always represents really well at every tournament they're at, and here they are representing once again in Charlottetown.
Taking down Q Sports, Ryan Epp, TJ Gulliver Sr.,
I'll tell you,
Wayne Dwyer.
2 Gullivers on
And of
one
course,
team.
Ben-
How do you beat that? Like
It's
Cape Fear handled them with
just
2
a shot.
Gullivers. It's amazing.
the way they did it.
Hey, Stewie, here we are.
We
Posing for
are.
a picture with Ben. It is the Maritime Takeover of Q Sports Live.
I think it is.
Here in Charlottetown, PEI at the CCS Maritime 8-Ball Championships. Stu, let me ask you something. How many Maritime 8-ball championships have you played in lifetime?
I have absolutely no idea.
All of them?
But
some of them?
Maybe
8?
Maybe more than 5.
Maybe more than 5.
I'll just leave it at that.
That's good.
I don't know.
Well, for a 58-year-old guy, that's a lot of tournaments to you're spreading them out. All right, well, listen,
That's
guys,
good.
we are going to turn the mics back over now to your friends,
And
Ryan Epp and Ben Francis, to talk a little bit about how they lost that match. I think that they should really explain things to people about what it was that caused them to lose.
I think there's some explanations coming up from Ryan and Ben when they get back on the mic.
No, we're shutting down. They're out of here.
You what? You lost, and you're taking your
They're
cues
taking their mics and
you're
they're going home.
Oh my goodness!
Taking their mics and going home.
It's not even all that. It's only 8 o'clock, Stu.
Andrew, it's been a lot of fun.
Stu,
You guys have
it's been a
fun.
real pleasure. Hey, you know what we should do? We should go win the standard division. What do you say we go do that?
Let's do it, buddy.
We will.
We will.
Stu Laurie, Andrew Sprague, signing off from Q Sports Live. It's
Have
been
a
a
good
joy,
night.
everybody. Thanks for this.
$12 o'clock tomorrow, boys.